Hey guys and gals, how y'all doing out there today? Like a lot of us knife guys out there, I love Benchmade. I mean, they're like one of my favorite companies, except for Kershaw, I think still beats them out. But Kershaw usually makes the little, the less expensive knives. Benchmade is where I go to spend my big money, personally. Well, I always wanted a presidio, and I made a video, I think it was about a month ago, about my Benchmade 908 Axis Striker, and it was being discontinued. Another knife on the discontinued list was the Benchmade Presidio, I believe the 520, and that really kind of made me a little bit sad, because I always wanted one of those, but they were maybe just a little too small for me, and I had other priorities when it comes to buying knives. So whatever, I never ended up buying one. I'm sure I can find one on the used market. I'm sure, like clearance sales, I'll be able to find one if I'm really that interested. But right now I'm not that interested because I picked up the knife that belongs to this box. The new 570 Benchmade Presidio 2. Really cool knife. And if you're used to the regular 520, this thing is a lot bigger. So be warned. If you order one of these thinking it's going to be like an updated Presidio that's, similar sized, no, this thing has got a long blade, it's got a long handle, and I gotta say, I've had it for about a week, and I absolutely love the thing. This is going to be one of my absolute favorite knives in my collection. Not to mention, this is my engagement knife. My fiance, she got her ring, and I said, you know what, where's my shiny thing? This is my shiny thing. She actually purchased this for me. And I was lucky enough to actually go and snag a first production. I don't know if you can read it with my lighting. Sorry, I'm filming at night, so I'm having to improvise here. But it is number 572 of 1,000. Really just kind of a cool gift. It was a cool gift to begin with, but with it being a first production, it makes it even a little bit more special. Oh, and before I forget, it is very sharp. I did cut myself today, so let's take a look at the knife. We'll talk about what I like and what I don't like, and let's take a look. Standard drilled through lanyard hole. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a lanyard on this one yet. I just don't know. I could see this one being good without it. I could see it being good with it. I think I should just tie one on there and check. Don't know yet. The only thing I don't like about this knife is this pocket clip. I gotta say, I think I honestly prefer the pocket clip style that's on like the Griptilians and the 940s. This deep carry clip, there's actually nothing wrong with it, except I find it's a little bit too flimsy for me. I've actually already bent it twice and had to put it in my vise and put it back. I don't know, maybe if they put a beefier deep carry clip on it, maybe like one that's on the 908 Axis Striker. But this one's just not doing it for me. I think I probably will swap this out. I absolutely love these handle scales. Now, it does have full stainless steel liners here. You can see that they're even milled out. But it has these awesome aluminum scales on top of that. And if you're worried about grippiness on an aluminum handled knife, this one you do not need to worry about. The grip alone is just milled in stripes, basically, and they provide an excellent amount of traction. Then you look at the thumb ramp. This jimping is done right. It is sharp enough that you're not going to go anywhere, but not so bad it's going to cut your finger open. It's on the thumb ramp and actually on the bottom choil here, and with both of those and the handle grip, I have absolutely no worries about sliding anywhere with this knife. Whether you're doing a thrusting attack, because, us knife people, we stab people so often, or you're just doing regular work or anything, I don't think it's going to happen with this knife. I think the only way it could happen is if you're working in a very wet environment, but how many of us actually work in wet environments like that, where you got to worry about it? A 3.72-inch drop point blade, an S30V from what it says on the blade here. Everywhere I've been seeing, though, says it's CPM S30V, so I think I'm going to stick with just the plain S30V. If I'm wrong, please correct me down in the comments. I would really like to know. But like I said, a very nice long blade and a very usable blade. If you're wondering about blade thickness, it is very, very, I think it's actually the exact same width as your Griptilian down here at the base. So it has a good thick blade stock, or thick enough blade stock that you're not worried about it breaking. A good swedge cut off up top. So it's going to do plenty of penetrating. It's not going to have any problems with that. And flat out, this is the sharpest benchmade I've ever had from factory. I've known in the past that they've put kind of really steep angles on their blades, and this one not so much. I mean, this one it's still kind of steep, but it is nice and laid out, and it is sharp. I mean, it cuts paper perfectly. It cut me really easily. Went through wood and plastic and everything else I can think of. Paracord, went through it just absolutely flawlessly, with no problems at all. A good sturdy tip, but not too thick. It's definitely enough where you could do some detail work with it, but it's still sturdy enough that I'm not worried about breaking this thing off ever, or at least not for a very long time after a lot of abuse. Yeah, this is just a great knife. I've been so excited by this thing. The only thing is, this is a 6.1 ounce knife, so if you're not looking for a heavy knife, this is probably not for you. Personally, the heavy knives don't bother me. Just flat out, they don't. Alright, I'll give you some size comparisons and we'll let you out of here. We have, figure out my grip here. Like I said, here's the new one, and here's the Griptilian. Now, the Presidios were always smaller than the Griptilians. Now, this is a full-size Griptilian. You look at the size difference. Oh yeah, this thing has gotten a bit bigger. Let's just say that. Then we'll look at another EDC famous knife. This is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Still shorter. This is also going to have a much shorter blade and much shorter cutting edge too. And then another one of my favorites, the ZT-0562. Again, shorter blade, shorter handle length, but not to be, not that surprising because this is a 3.72 inch blade. Flat out, if you're looking into one of these, I think it's worth I believe it was, here, actually I have the box right here. $174.25. I think it's worth that price, especially with the steel, the handle materials, just the quality that you can get in a Benchmade. A lot of people say Benchmades are overpriced. I personally like to think that they're just excellent quality. This one, being in the first 1,000, I think can really show just what Benchmade can do. Maybe, after the first 1,000 they'll slip a little bit, but absolutely no blade play front, up and down, back and forth, nothing. Just a great knife with a great lock, the Axis lock. You can just sit and just play with, flipping it open all day. You Benchmade guys know, a Benchmade there's something special about it. And like I said, with being one of the first 1,000, you get it laser engraved. It's just kind of a cool little thing you can show off. Yeah, no complaints about receiving this knife. Yeah, this thing is beautiful. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you could, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Let me know how I'm doing, any other knives you might think I might want to check out. And, alright guys, take care.